Okay, I hope you can hear me. Today I want to speak about like trauma, pain, hurt, all of these things that we've experienced in our lifetime. If you were not raised in the things of the Most High, and even if you were, but especially if you were not, you have been out in this world, you have made some terrible decisions. Honestly, even for myself, I have as well. And it has caused trauma, pain, and hurt, right? So here's the thing about that. When you submit to Yahuwah, you will begin to see Him bring things out of you for you to heal, for you to grow, so you can continue to push forward, so you can walk into the new. Now, there comes a time when He is asking you to grow, and He is asking for you to just blossom and allow Him to help you heal these things. He's showing you the things that need to come up, and instead of stepping into that, you decide to fight it. You decide to hold on to it. And I have done a word on this before, and you're not holding like, okay, Abba, this is hard, but I'm going to get through it. You're holding on to it out of pride, out of comfort. That is an attachment that needs to be let go of, you guys, and it's not a healthy one. You are just doing this because you're saying, like, it's like I said, it's a comfort. You use it as a defense or a protective mechanism. So, for example, you've been heartbroken before, you have a guard up, and you do not allow anyone in. And maybe for a time, Abba allows that, like, okay, this is your time with you. But when He calls you to let people in, when He calls you to do a thing, and He's bringing things together, bringing people together, whether it be platonic relationships, whether it be family members, whether it be romantic relationships. When He's calling you to heal and to grow and to come together, you have to understand that you are going to be triggered in ways that you weren't triggered when you were by yourself, because you were by yourself. That is not something that you had to worry about. Now you get into these new situations and you're getting triggered, and the old things start to come up, and it reminds you of what you've been through before. Now, there are times where people are exactly what they are professing to be, or what they are showing you to be. But then there's also times where you are seeing it through the lens of your trauma. You are seeing it through the lens of your pain and your hurt. And you always have to go back to Yahuwah and ask, how am I viewing this? Am I viewing this through my lens, my lens of trauma? Or is this something that I really need to be aware of? Right? Because anytime you think that you have discernment on something, you still got to take it back to the Father. You still got to take it back to the Father. Because some things are so deeply rooted, and I've said this before, some things are so deeply rooted that you don't even recognize, that it is your own pain that is speaking, right? So, this is why Abba always instructs us to take off the old wineskins. Like, take off the grave clothes. Take off the grave clothes. And also it also tells us that you cannot put old wine in new wineskins. Both of them are true. We wear these old garments. We wear the old hurt, the pain, the trauma. Not to say it's not valid, because I have my own. But we wear our own trauma, and those are our old grave clothes in this sense, right? We wear them like a badge of protection. I know this, I've seen this before, I'm not dealing with this again. When in reality, Abba has something coming up, so that way you can pay attention to it, and you can recognize what healthy communication is like, what healthy relationships look like. Hey, this is something that you need to let go of, and move from actual discernment, move from actual trauma to discernment, making sure that you know the difference between the two, and you're checking with Him on the difference between the two. So remove the old grave clothes, and you cannot fit old wine into new wineskins. He's calling us to go deeper. He's calling us to have more of a healing, or healing on another level, I should say. I also want to say, if you just know something is wrong, you know it's wrong. This is not for people who have abusive relationships, whether it be parental, whether it be any other type of family, spouses, boyfriends, whatever it is that you're dealing with. If you know, if this person has shown you time and time again, if the situation has shown you time and time again that they're not healthy for you, that's one thing. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about new seasons. I'm talking about coming into your new. And even yet and still, be mindful. Take everything back to Yahuwah. They say who the Son sets free. Yah says who the Son sets free is free indeed. And through Yahusha, we have been healed. So if we take that with us into these situations, and again, we can continue to test everything by taking it back to the Father, by asking about our own heart posture, by checking for validity in those things, we will be okay. So, you guys, do the work, do the healing, and I pray this blesses someone.